everyone, my name's Holly. I'm actually a student at the Institute for Integrative Nutrition in New York, and I've decided that I'd like to share my personal journey with you. I started at the Institute for Integrative Nutrition on a path to help myself lose some weight and feel healthier and be healthier and learn a little bit more about herbs and spices and what they can do for your body, because that's actually something that has been a passion of mine for quite a while. I think my friends are a little bit tired of me going, I see that you have a cold, let me help you. So I've decided to do this a little bit more universally on YouTube. One of the things that you can do when you feel a cold coming on is you can take in the right vitamins, the right nutrients, and that's going to help a lot. Another thing that that helps is actually cleaning out your digestive system. And everybody looks at me like I have four heads when I say things like that, because naturally when you're thinking of a cold, you're thinking of your sinuses, you're thinking of the fact that you're sneezing all the time, maybe it's a respiratory thing where you're coughing a lot. What is often forgotten is that the way germs and bacteria get into your body many times is through your food. Not because the food itself is bad, but because when you eat things that are not good for you, not right, sometimes they can do things to your digestive tract and make your digestive tract not work quite as well as you'd want it to work, and bad things get in. So what we're going to do is we're going to help clean that out today. This is something that's actually called the Master Cleanse, and a lot of people will go several days without actually eating food, and they'll just have this. What I like to do instead, because I've tried it without the food, I like to continue to have light vegetables, because I know this sounds strange, but I miss chewing after a day or two. And if you've ever done a cleanse where you are having nothing but liquids, you'll know exactly what I mean. You feel the need to chew. And it's actually a good thing to chew, because chewing starts off your digestive enzymes. They actually start off in your mouth, and digestive enzymes go all the way throughout your whole digestive tract in order to break down the food that you're ingesting. So what we're going to do for this is we're just going to take some water, and I'm actually going to dump just a little bit, tiny bit of it. And so I'll show you. So this way we can leave some room for the other ingredients here. But you'll see most of it's water, right? Now the next thing that I'm going to add is I'm going to add a little bit of honey. I don't usually measure this, but if I was to measure it, I would guess for something that's this size that it's about a teaspoon, maybe two. That really depends more on your taste. And the cool thing about honey is that if you have a bacterial infection, it's helpful with that, because it's a natural antibiotic. But it's also, I'm going to put a little bit more in here. But it's also really good if you're somebody who's suffering from allergies. If you get local honey, then it's got the pollen from the flowers that are in your area. And so it's kind of like the vaccine effect. So what happens is that this pollen now comes into your system and you become immune to it. This happens to be my favorite one because, well, the town that it's in is only 2 towns over, and it's amazing stuff. So if you're in the Connecticut, New York area, Andrew's Local Honey, awesome. Next, I put in a bit of lemon. Now this thing is actually quite huge, so I'm only going to use a portion of it. I'm going to cut it up This lemon is from one of my favorite markets. It's Carolucci's Market. I love them. Nicest people in the world, and their produce is fantastic. They have a big organic section that just seems to keep on growing, and they have a lot of baked goods that they make. Not that I'm suggesting that everybody goes out and gets the baked goods, but they do have some that are quote unquote healthy, which always makes me happy, because then I can have a treat on the weekends as I'm doing the mission to lose the poundage. I can still have a little treat sometimes, and it's because of them. So anyway, what I'm going to do to get this little chunk of lemon, see, little itty bitty piece, not much, it's about a sixth of that huge lemon that I had, that is going to get squeezed into here. Yeah, so I have a little funnel here, and just squeeze it over the top. It'll go right in. And the cool thing about the lemon is what the lemon is going to do something for you that you probably never have even thought of. Everybody knows that citrus has vitamin C, and that is absolutely the truth. It'll provide the vitamin C for you for the day. But it also does something else. Lemon cleans your palate, so it basically cleans your tongue, but it also cleans out your digestive system a little bit, and it cleans your blood. And that's a really, really important thing. So it's one of the things that you definitely want to see happen when you do something like this. You want that cleaning of the blood, because your blood is, well, it's your blood, it's very important. And the next thing we're going to do is kind of an unusual flavor mix, but it's absolutely amazing to clean out your sinuses, to clean your blood, and it's a cayenne pepper. I'm using McCormick because it's in the McCormick brand, because I see it everywhere, and it's a really good brand. But if you find some other brand that you really like, you can certainly use that too. So I'm going to go ahead and just try my best to get just a little tiny bit in there. The funnel won't work for this because it'll stick to the side, so just the tiniest little bit. And I know by the way that I'm tapping it, it seems like there's more than a tiny bit in there, but it's only a little bit because I use this a lot. There's not much in it. I'll show you. So it's just a little bit. And I'm actually going to add a little bit more honey to this because it's not quite the right color yet. So that's how I judge it. I judge it by the color. You want to have a nice yellowy color to it. Some people will use maple syrup, like the really good maple syrup for this. And you can, because it's got a lot of really good minerals in there that are awesome. But if you're doing it to ward away a cold, my thinking on this is that the honey is a little bit better for that, only because of the properties of honey help a little bit more in that area. Although if you are deficient in certain minerals, then certainly use the syrup instead. So what I'm going to pair this with today is some celery. And that's going to be my thing that I eat today. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope that this was informative. And I hope that by next week I'll have some more news about my own personal goals. My goal that I'm going to share with you today is that by Christmas I want to have lost 30 pounds. And doing things like this, I think is going to help, because the healthier I am, the more likely I am to go out and exercise and feel better and eat better and all that kind of stuff. So Again, thank you for watching, and I hope that you have a blessed and wonderful day.